In his mid-40s, Leo Tolstoy began constructing a story built on two parallel tracks. On one track, a devastating illicit romance. On the other, a slow, stabilizing rural marriage. The narrative begins in the high society of 1870s Moscow, with a household in total disarray. Prince Stiva Oblonsky has been caught having an affair with the family's former governess, and his wife Dolly is threatening to leave. Into this domestic crisis walks Konstantin Levin. He's a wealthy, socially awkward landowner who has traveled to the city with a single clear goal: to propose to Dolly's younger sister, Kitty. At almost the exact same time, Stiva's sister arrives from St. Petersburg to help smooth things over. Her name is Anna Karenina, and she steps off the train with a reputation as a charming, deeply respected society wife. As these individuals converge in the city, the social landscape shifts. Anna's arrival successfully mends one fracture, but it simultaneously positions her at the center of a new and dangerous connection. The first casualty is Levin. When he finally proposes to Kitty, she turns him down. She's holding out for a proposal from a dashing cavalry officer named Count Vronsky, who has been paying her close attention. But at a society ball the very next night, Vronsky barely registers that Kitty is in the room. Instead, he spends the evening completely infatuated, dancing with Anna in a very public display of mutual attraction. The sudden shift shatters Kitty's expectations, sending her into a deep physical illness born of heartbreak. Levin, disgusted with the city, retreats to his country estate. Anna, perhaps recognizing the danger of her own feelings, immediately boards a train back to St. Petersburg, but the distance fails to break the tension. During a stop in the middle of a snowstorm, Anna steps out to find Vronsky on the platform. He has followed her, abandoning his immediate duties to declare his love and force the issue. In a matter of days, the established order of these families has been upended. Back in St. Petersburg, Anna returns to a highly regulated life. She is married to Alexis Karenin, a distinguished government official whose cold, calculating nature stands in sharp contrast to the intense, passionate attention she is now receiving from Vronsky. Anna and Vronsky consummate their relationship. When rumors begin to circulate, Karenin confronts his wife. He doesn't demand she end the affair immediately, but rather insists she maintain the external conditions of propriety to protect his political standing. That fragile arrangement shatters at a public horse race. Vronsky is riding, and when his horse falls violently on the track, Anna's panicked physical reaction in the stands is so obvious that the entire St. Petersburg elite realizes the truth. Karenin forces her into a carriage to take her home. There, cornered by his obsession with appearances, Anna confesses outright. She tells her husband she loves Vronsky and that she actively hates him. Karenin's primary concern remains his public image, not his wife's emotional state. By demanding she keep up a facade while living a lie, he corners Anna. She must either face complete social ostracization or abandon the only genuine passion she has. While Anna navigates urban scandal, Levin is finding his footing in the country. He immerses himself in the physical realities of running his estate. Discovering that rural labor and traditional community ties offer a sturdy, quiet stability. After recovering at a German spa, Kitty crosses paths with Levin again. This time, the two reach a mutual understanding. They reconcile, and their courtship proceeds in a healthy, socially accepted manner that contrasts heavily with Anna's secrecy. The tension in St. Petersburg peaks when Anna gives birth to Vronsky's daughter and falls deathly ill. Believing she is dying, Karenin experiences a sudden, intense wave of religious forgiveness. He agrees to grant her a full divorce and take the blame himself. But Anna survives. Elated to see Vronsky again, she makes a baffling choice. She refuses Karenin's offer of a divorce. Instead, she and Vronsky flee to Italy, leaving her beloved son, Seryozha, behind in Russia. By rejecting the legal separation, Anna guarantees her own eventual ruin. Even as she travels abroad with her lover, she remains legally tethered to Karenin. She has effectively locked the door on any chance of re-entering normal society. This diagram tracks their social integration. As Levin and Kitty build a dense family network, Anna and Vronsky return to closed doors. Her world has narrowed, marked by public scandal. She is barred from society. Her security now rests solely on Vronsky. The isolation is agonizing. Defying her husband's strict orders, she slips into Karenin's house on the morning of Seryoja's birthday. She shares a desperate, tearful reunion with her son before being forced to leave him behind a second time. While Vronsky continues to move freely through society and military circles, his reputation largely intact, Anna is systematically erased from public life. One partner is allowed to remain, the other is cast out. The couple eventually relocates to Moscow, but the walls are closing in. Anna becomes increasingly demanding of Vronsky's time, terrified of losing her only connection. Vronsky, feeling suffocated, starts fighting for what he calls his masculine independence. To cope with the isolation and her racing thoughts, Anna begins taking morphia. Her anxiety metastasizes into deep paranoia. She convinces herself that Vronsky's love has soured and that he intends to marry a younger woman. Her internal logic completely collapses. She feels her social standing is permanently destroyed. Her son is lost to her forever, and the one man she sacrificed everything for is slipping away. With nowhere left to turn, she heads to the railway station, fulfilling a tragic nightmare she and Vronsky both shared earlier in the story. Anna throws herself under the wheels of a train. Through these two intersecting lives, Leo Tolstoy reveals a stark, tragic contrast. Levin finds meaning by integrating into the steady rhythms of his community. But for Anna, pursuing passion in defiance of societal structure leads to her destruction.